What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and this is Age of Mythology we're watching here on the map Peach Blossom Springs. I haven't had the opportunity to watch one of these games yet, or at least not recently, so I thought, hey, this looks like a good game. Let's check it out. In the bottom of the map, we've got Sorry here being very apologetic about his usage of Odin, as that's the god of choice for him on this one. His opponent today in the red color is none other than Uwu's Keto, Jody, Severo Bones Jones, the Lucky Bam, Man, Wham, thank you, ma'am. And yes, we are on Peach Blossom Springs. The most gorgeous looking map in the entirety of the map pool. You just come out here, you just like, you see these trees and you're like, look, how cool would it be? You just get a nice little picnic blanket, come over here, we'll just set it up right here underneath the shade, maybe right in here, and just enjoy the beautifulness of the whole thing. Yeah. Well, we'll see how it all goes. Now, this map here is one of those water maps which is very, very interesting on the fact that there's just a boatload, pun intended, of fish. An absolute boatload of fish. You've got probably about 21 fishing spots a player. Let's actually do a quick little count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 before I get to the middle, right? You do the math. 9 times 3. I can't do that. It's too difficult. And then you got to do the rest of them as well, right? That's so much fish. So you can do some incredibly greedy fish booms on this map. That being said, the bases are really close to each other. So there is a lot of room for incredibly early aggression, especially playing as Odin, who's got access to Forest Fire. Forest Fire can open up this map really, really nicely and can get some huge damage done. However, on top of this, you've got yourself all of this back position to run to. So just because you break through this main town center, there's still going to be potential back town centers, side town centers in the middle of nowhere, all over the place for you to get. And I guess the final point here of interestingness about Peach Blossom Land is 1, 2, 3 settlements. So there's 4 settlements a player, which sounds crazy. 4 town centers a player is a lot. But if you add on the fact there's like this crazy amount of fish, then all of a sudden it makes a little bit of sense. You got a crazy boosted economy with all of this fish. Your economic units can go up to easily 180, maybe even close to 200 if you have the entirety of the Peach Blossom Land. So you can realistically afford pretty much everything. There's huge amounts of gold mines all over the map. You can get yourself a ridiculous trade route going from one corner all the way over to a town center over here. So you've got everything on steroids, basically. In terms of things that are a little bit spicy here, if you take a quick look at our main man Keto, he is already doing the shenanigans. Look at this. He's actually actively building extra houses here to get this boom off. Look at this. The fishing ship sprawl, or the dock sprawl here, absolutely insane. Already getting himself out another Quailfu. This is his 3rd Quailfu out. Now, I'm pretty sure... Did I do this once before? Yes. I've done this before. You can get 3 Quailfus out, including the hero Quailfu, for a 430. So by 330, you can get 4 of them out. I'm not sure what Keto did in this game, but it looks like his favor income was a little bit off. Actually, no, he's done it. Yes, there we go. So 430 advance time with 3 Quailfu. Absolutely insane. And then through Zhennu. So this is... Wait, that's... Never mind. This is an extra Quailfu. I miscounted. So he's going for a 530 advance time with 4 Quailfu, which is absolutely insane. That's a crazy, crazy, crazy benefit here in the early game. On the other side here, we've already got Freya in. The temple is back here, as Sorry is going to be looking for an immediate second town center. He's probably also going to be getting himself that extra per scene upgrade straight away. Now, this is an advantage of advancing just a little bit faster, is you get this technology in a little bit quicker, so you get a little bit more resources in over your opponent, so it can make up for having maybe some less fishing ships. But I'm a little bit surprised to see this, as the Valkyrie is moving all the way around the outside now. I'm surprised to see him not send this straight into Keto's main base. Keto's got an open wood line here. Could be a lot of dead villagers. He's got an open wood line over here. Obviously, he might be wanting to save Forest Fire to open up this position to attack into. Keto did go through Zhennu instead of the Hao Tu god. And he's going to be spamming out these Chillin. We already talked about it. And I did see this in the public update preview, so there's probably going to be a patch very, very shortly that's going to be changing this. But, you know, these docks, their favored land is absolutely gigantic and has been since launch, but it's getting reduced. So yeah, you're not going to see as much crazy favor spammage from the Chinese moving into the next patch, but already 3 Chillins queued up. We're also seeing a whole bunch of halberdiers, and Keto is looking to poke in here right now to get some early game damage done. As Sorry to retreat back, you got to be so careful here, because if you're not paying attention, these Chillin come through, and it's definitely not a chill experience to be set ablaze by the burning fire that's coming. But nonetheless, on the back here, we've got Longhouse Armory coming through. It looks like Sorry wants to get himself to the heroic age as fast as possible. He does have an easy way to just retreat back and grab this gold mine. No problems. He could probably wall this off here as well, as he is moving all of his villagers back here. I'm not sure where he's going. There's peach trees and things like that all over the place, but, you know, the Chillin coming through. They're going to look for a little bit of damage here. No, he's just taking his time and going after that. And there's the damage. There's the damage. As we see Forest Fire getting dropped. Holy village is dead. Wait. That was... Hang on. Was that like 5 dead villagers? 6 dead villagers? Can somebody just roll the tape back and just tell me exactly how many civilian units were lost here? I need Twitch chat to help me out here, because that was bonkers. You're not supposed to be equal villagers with a China player as Norse. That's not what's supposed to happen, I don't think. Nonetheless, the fire archers coming through. We do have Skadi on the way, halfway through. These fire archers will be able to take down the town center really, really quickly here. But Sorry, is he going to be able to get there or not? He will have that frost in, which will be huge, because he's going to be able to... It was 4 villagers. Okay, just 4. Just 4. Okay. If the town center falls here, this is really bad for Sorry, but I think he's going to be able to click Frost. I think he's going to be able to get in here and defend. He's getting a town center up onto this side. But the big important thing is, once he clicks Frost on this, he needs to be able to surround those Chillin. It's going to be so close, actually. He's got to be able to surround the Chillin. Oh my god, it's so obscenely close. Wait, he pre-queued Masons! He pre-queued Masons! The blunder from Sorry! The absolute blunder! And now Keto is just going to keep pushing forward. We were talking about this before, though. There's so much room to run away. Keto is still on 1 town center. He is going up to the heroic age through Rush Shoal. He's getting himself Chillin's Blessing, which is an incredibly big tech for this amount of Chillin. I don't know the best time to get the tech, but these guys, they're already healing at 1 HP a second. They're going to go up to 1.5 HP a second. And look at that area that it goes to. Now, all of a sudden, you've got 7 HP a second plus 0.5 on top of that, so 3.5. So 10.5 HP a second of area of effect. Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me. That's an insane... And now we've got longboats here to attempt to defend. Now, the fire archers don't get any bonus versus these longboats. While they are fire archers, they don't have any bonus versus ships. And he's going to walk straight across here. Berserk's getting spammed out. Frost is available here. But I don't think Sorry's... Well, he's going to have to click it down. I don't think he's really wanting to use this. Now, what he can do here is get a wall on this side, a wall on this side, and on all of a sudden, Keto's going to be trapped in, and he might lose all of these chillin' to a hefty amount of Herser. But how many does he have? Let's have a quick look. He's got himself 5 Herser only for the time being. 5 Herser only for the time being. That might not be enough, but we have got ourselves the hill fort out. Or sorry, he's got himself the hill fort out, so we will be able to start making some of those Huskarls to get some serious damage done. There's also a Kraken coming through here to help out as the Lao Chuan coming through as the Kraken says, get back here. I want to bring you down to the bottom of the river. Come back. Anyways, the Frost is now done, and the Chillin turn. Huge damage, but they missed the majority of those Berserks. We've also got a Baihu now coming in. Can these Herser deal with the Chillin or not at this point? Not the best of control here from Keto. His Fire Archers targeting down Archer ships for the time being, as a hefty amount of the Chillin do actually fall. There's only 2 remaining from 7 here. So a good effort from Sorry, but Keto is in a commanding position right now. Is a bunch more fishing ships falling, more Berserks getting trained out, but building Berserks into Fire Archers is a little bit like building Berserks into Axemen. As he's charging forward, differential on villagers is pretty much in favor of the Chinese player for the time being, as Fey Beasts does get dropped down over here. Sorry says, all right, I got to get out of here, at least save some Deuterinos. These heavy longboats, this is actually really smart. He got himself mythic, heroic fleet, and they will actually get some significant damage done onto the Chillins. And this is probably why he's been able to deal with them so well. A really, really nice defense here from Sorry, as Keto has to pull back. However, losing this main base, he's also sneaking 5 villagers on this position. As the Kraken comes over here, we do have a cheeky little Chi Wen to come in. This guy does pack a punch and is getting some serious damage done. However, Sorry says, I'm going to just ignore that and at least attempt to snipe some more Deuterinos out. Onto the bottom side, we've got random villagers just spread out all over the place. Sorry is in complete disarray at the moment, trying to solve all the problems that he's facing right now, as Keto is very much on the way now to the Mythic Age. Zhurong pre-queue, just waiting on that ballet to come through. He's got 1800 HP, almost through 5 seconds. He's going to be able to advance, which will mean that this position here is going to be getting set ablaze by the Blazing Prairie. And we'll see if Sorry can defend this. It's very, very difficult to make this happen. However, one change that did happen in recent patches, or I think in the recent patch, is that maybe it's in the next one? I'm not exactly sure. But I think the Masons and Architects technology get put into more HP. So this is going to be a better counter to sort of the Divine Damage God Powers. Or at least a better way to answer Divine Damage God Powers. I'm not sure if that's actually happened or not, though. Looks like it's still doing it on Hack and Pierce. But anyways, Town Center at the top here for Sorry, going up. There's the Fire Archers yet again, making their way forward, and the heavy longboat will end up getting sniped down here. And so, wow, Sorry is just like, I'm just going to ignore this. We're just going to grab town centers. Keto does have himself 2 town centers. He has started himself the mechanical ox cart and Pixiu spammage here. He's keeping his favor really low, considering he's got 33 favor per minute, basically being grabbed since the start of the game. Over onto this side, double bow layers going up idea probably to go into Tiger Cavalry at this point. Now, Norse does have a decent counter to Tiger Cavalry with the Herdman, especially if you go through Bragi, but not the option here for Sorry as an Odin player. That being said, you can't go Herdman against all the Fire Archers, so you need to sort of work out how to deal with the Fire Archers, whether that be with Huskarl, Raiding Cavalry Jarl, and also how to deal with the Tiger Cav, which is very difficult. With some Berserks now coming through. Nice little raid. Snipes down a villager or two. Can move over and take out some more villagers under this gold mine. There is a ballet to help out, plus the town center, so it's not a easy little fight there for him to go for as the Fire Archers just move by. Blazing Prairie is in, and he's going to drop that one straight down onto this position as the Berserks charging through and decide against that. Does this actually fall? 6 seconds, 5 seconds. It looks like the town center actually barely falls. If you had Masons, I think it would have survived there. So there you go. As some villagers over here do get spotted. Nice little raid to come through there, but the villager differential is catching up for the moment. I mean, the problem, I think, realistically here for Sorry is he just doesn't have the fishing ships out. There's so many positions here to just have fishing ships. Like 21 for Keto, and that is all fishing ships versus 13 at the moment. There's some houses getting sniped down on the front. We've got Secrets of the Titans queued up already for Keto. He wants it. He's still spamming out the pick shoe. 5 favor every, was it 15 seconds? I think it's every 15 seconds. Kind of want to know. Is it 15 seconds or more? Every 20 seconds. Okay. 5 favor every 20 seconds. So it's not like his favor is going down. That's only, yeah, it's still going to be increasing. So he will have the favor for it. Just needs to get that wooden gold in. As we've also got a big fat Zhuan Wu in, but already the heavy siege longboats with their boosted damage versus myth units going to be able to hold on against that one. But Sorry's at 1, 2, 3, well, 3 town centers still, even though he's lost this one. Keto's also on 3 town centers at the moment. Meanwhile, over onto this position, this is Zhuk. This guy. He does have 30% pierce armor, so he's going to go down relatively quickly from the town center here. There's tier to come through for our Odin player, Sorry, and this is going to put a bit of a dent into the new war economy. You can actually see it's struggling a little bit. You see fortified town centers coming through, Autumn of Abundance on the way, the Fire Archer, Heavy Tiger Cavalry moving up to the top side of the map. The advantage of Odin here, as Fimbulwinter does come through, the advantage of Odin and Norse in general against Atlantean is always going to be the mobility, and Sorry's done a great job of just moving out on the map all over the place. Kino's done a great job of walling up here. He's got all these walls and everything. But look at these long houses just coming down all over the place. Being an absolute nightmare for Keto to deal with. Keto's food is just going through the roof at the moment. Yeah, he does have the option to sell some of it if he wants to. It's still at 51. So that's not a terrible idea if he needs a little bit more gold. And I guess another idea here for Sorry would be, well, this gold mine's going to be expiring at some point. The gold mine over here is expired. He could look to get set up to deny this gold mine over here and attempt to deny this gold mine over here with a really big fight moving forward, as he does get himself bravery out, fortified town centers, all the villages, got the berserks to come through as well. There's a couple of berserks swinging in onto this side to take out the heavy tiger cavalry. These guys do have themselves that Hamas technology, so they are really, really quick. 5.3 speed. There's villagers over here getting sniped down. We've got the machine workshops all getting popped up as well. Sorry, dropping a settlement in the center of the map. I guess we'll see how things start to shape up here moving forward. As, sorry, I mean, you look at the score, he's clearly behind on the score, but I don't think at this point he's behind. Look, he's got 91 villages. He's got all the population in the world. He's spamming units out. He can get a lot of population out. He can go pretty much up to 285 at the moment. Keto is literally sitting back at the moment trying to deal with all these side builds and everything. Got longhouses coming up over here. We do have a little cheeky raid onto this position as the army of, coming through. Still huge amounts of resources here. You could definitely be at that 285 pop right now if you spent all those. How many does he have? He's only got the one hill fort though. That makes it a little bit challenging to get that wood spent. So he's got to build those out as the town center for, over here will end up going down. But while this is happening, going up to the main bases, we do have the terracotta riders getting called in. Villagers popping through to the town center here to start repairing this one back up. There is a ballet to assist. More units to come through. There's 7 champion Huskals here, which do have that 2.2x versus building, so they'll take down a town center very, very quickly as the army for Keto moving in very slowly, but it's coming through. But I love the composition here for, of Berserk Huskal to deal with the Tiger Cavalry Fire Archer here. However, with the assistance of the Zhu as the town center does end up falling, things can get a little bit different here as the damage is incredibly big if you're not careful. As has to retreat back. He's going to have to get back and deal with this over here. This is the problem. As these units keep pushing forward, idle villages here could get converted to build the town center up. Now, is starting to float resources. He's got himself bronze armor coming through. Still has got himself a little bit to go for the iron. Keto, on the other hand, is missing bronze weapons, bronze mail, bronze shields. He's missing everything except for those copper upgrades. So he's got a long way to go here. As the fire archers, we've got the Pixu still coming through. Nice little attack on this side from Keto. Up onto this side, there is a hill fort coming down. I love this idea. We've already talked about it. There's only so much gold in this corner here. This is a fantastic gold mine, actually. I missed this one. This one's going to keep Keto alive for a long time, and then there's going to be a trade route. So I'm not sure there's going to be a gold starve available, but simply just having access to all the gold mines on the map is always going to be a really big bonus. As Forest Fire, second Forest Fire actually getting dropped down to open up this position a little bit more as the hill fort does end up falling. The Goaty managing to snipe down the Phoenix of Keto here. But without that hill fort, this is going to be a little bit of a challenging one to attack into. Plus, you also get that special ability from the Zhu here. What is that actually called? Fiery Deflector. Boosts resistances by plus 25%. That's actually insane. How long does it last for? 3 seconds? Last 5 seconds. Oof. It's a huge amount of boost. It's kind of like having like a mini. I bet it stacks as well. Wait, does it land? Hang on. Does it stack? Doesn't say that it doesn't stack. I wouldn't be surprised if it stacks and you can get like 100% armored. Let's take a look. Next time we have a fight here, let's take a look and see if this is going up a crazy amount. These guys have only got 19% hack, 24% pierce. They are very, very low on the old HP. They'll die very quickly if they get surrounded by any sort of Huskarlers. Trying to break through onto this side. He's doing a great job of just attacking from every which angle. As now we've got 6 of the Titans to come through. Not going for his town center back up onto this side. A bit surprised there. He's setting up more of the hill forts and things like that. Another option here for Norse players to break through this sort of a kind of Sim City-esque Chinese base is to just get yourself some Ballaster out. Ballaster are going to clean up those fire archers very, very nicely as, charges in. He's not paying attention to this army, trying to take out the machine workshop here. Just completely ignoring the army, actually. Still putting pressure up onto this side. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the Phoenix in their shenanigans there, as we've got some towers to come up over onto this side. The Titan Gate does end up getting dropped down. He's got the Qualfu hero to support here, and that is going to be a very, very quick Titan to come out. We'll see if Sorry is going to be able to deal with it. He's got plenty of resources. He's got a huge economy. He might want to just go for his own Titan gate here. Like, arguably, he could probably finish it. But if he does, he might be giving up some of the map, which is the problem. Look at these guys go. They're only getting 40 gold. That's just one. I want to know if this thing stacks or not. Ah. Anyways, the town center on the back here going to come back up with a handful of berserks. Being five town centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, being 5 town centers to 3 town centers it's still a fairly significant advantage. And he's got all the resources in the world to sort of use this advantage. But the problem is he's going to need bulk hero to deal with the Titan. Plus the army is going to be absolutely gigantic. As the dock gets taken down over here. The damage onto those berserks. This guy's going to town. All right. Anyways, we'll fall to the hill fort as. Yeah, I think Sorry's done a great job of locking down these gold mines and even trying to grab them. He's still got himself. Oh no, he doesn't. There is still gold mines over on this side, so this is the important side of the map, I guess. As a hill fort up onto this side to secure the gold mine here. Looking to put pressure over onto this side. Can try and break through here with some portable rams. Killing off that market is going to be absolutely gigantic. As the Titan is now 20 seconds from completion here. And now Sorry says, it's time to start my own trade route. And he's got the perfect one. We'd already talked about it, but from this corner over to this town center, absolutely huge. He could also go up to this town center as well if need be. As the Titan is now out. And let's have a quick look at the hero numbers for our main man, Sorry. He's got 2. 2 heroes in a dream here. He's got himself 3 great hauls. This is not enough great hauls. He's now throwing them down on the front as the Titan is going to be coming through here. This is very, very scary. Now, the Berserks do have the tiniest bit of bonus damage versus a Titan, but that's really not going to help. And the Titan just says, I'm going to just go this way. I don't need to run through here. Let me just go for your main base and we'll sort you out elsewhere. But while this is all going on, some great little attacks coming in. We've got the champion longboats in as well against those heavy ships of Keto, which is going to mean he's going to be able to break through. What's the upgrade for these guys? Oh, that's for this. What's this do? It's for the Dreki, slowing everything. Okay. It's probably a worthwhile technology to grab. Most of them are. You just don't get to see them too often. Some of them really aren't, actually. I take it all back. Most of them aren't. That one probably is. Okay. Ballet's coming up. Is the army going to be swinging through here? Taking out this town center is going to be absolutely gigantic, but the Titan coming through. No hero is here to slowly start chipping down at this Titan is very, very dangerous. But he's going to try and just get the revenge damage on as he goes along here. So villagers getting cleaned up. Huge damage down to 50 villagers right now. 50 civilian units. All the towers coming up onto this position as well. As the town center on the back will end up falling. All those heroes need to go after the Titan right now. This is the perfect time to be having heroes attacking the Titan. That being said, the Titan can just run across the water and get away. As Li Jing, look at this guy go. He's getting some serious damage done, but he will be ending up falling after all is said and done here. I'd love to see some portable rams or something coming out over here to break through these walls and start taking this down as well. The Titan cleans up some houses and all the other good stuff down there. Kido, such an insanely good late game player, but he is getting tested here in more ways than one against Sorry's, I don't even know what to call it, guerrilla warfare, getting attacked all over the place, non-stop. Ballet falls. Portable Rams doing a good job there. There's the Titan now off to the next movement here. Says, all right, time to take out this one. But Berserk's waiting in in position here to drop the town center back up. This is the plan, it looks like. If he can just continuously just put town centers back up, rebuild, the Titan's just going to wander around being a big hunk of 10 population, sort of eating into Keto's army, so to speak. But does he have the gold income is the big question, because this gold mine will expire. He's going to have to get over onto these gold mines. His trade route can go up to the top of the map, no problems. He does get himself out now a ballista, which is going to be a good way to break through this position. That's the Daojian going after some fishing ships and all the other good stuff. Town center for Keto now. Oh, sorry, for Sorry now getting taken out yet again. So 2 town centers down. But this one will be back up by the time the other one is down. And Sorry looks like he is struggling here to sort of figure out what the best approach is. Now, he's got himself Frost in the bank. This is kind of a big deal. Frost in the bank will mean what he can do is if Keto groups up his army, you can Frost it out and spend the next, I don't know, the next 40 seconds, 50 seconds, just bashing away at the Titan to kill it off. And not worrying about anything. Nonetheless, a couple of Herser to chase this one down. They're moving at only 4.5 speed, but it's enough to stay on the case against this Titan. So slowly going to be cleaning that one up. But Sorry will be getting broken through onto this position as well. 2QQ don't increase the buff power or duration. Okay, there you go. Lovely. That's what I like to see. Anyways, all the villagers over here getting cleaned up. You have to also remember, these fire archers, they're really powerful here. This upgrade that they have, for some reason it doesn't show up on the UI panel, but this upgrade here, Southern Fire, absolutely insane. This upgrade is so strong. This Keto, let's move up over onto this town center. Moving around, and we just see simply, Sorry says, I just put this back, no problems. However, once the army gets into the action, that's where things get spicy. But like I said, a Frost onto this, not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea in the slightest. But like for Herser to try and take out a Titan, this is going to take a long time. They've already dealt a significant amount of damage, but there's a significant amount of HP pool waiting there. As the town center over here does end up going down. We've also got the Quaofu hero coming in to try and repair things up. But a nice attempt here from Sorry to break through, but he's still got to defend against this. A couple of berserks to come through might be enough, building out a whole bunch of units here to try and defend, but now it's equal population, and this is not what you want. And Keto's also just leaving fire archers on this town center. He's got the Titan over here. Now actually just saying, well, I'll take out your Herso, no problems. Just clean those up as the Titan falls down to 1,500 or 15,500 HP. You move over here and take out the Ox caravans, but these aren't really moving anywhere anymore. And Sorry is just trying to long distance wood chopping here as well. Oh, he's still got huge amounts of wood, so you could probably take those villagers off and do something else with them, but nonetheless. Keto now able to take down the town center of Sorry here as well. And it looks like to me Sorry is crumbling to this Titan presence right now as Thundering Hooves, medium cavalry now coming in. The idea has to be to get something out that's going to be able to deal with all these fire archers. But axe cart, heavy siege crossbow, axe cart on the way. Ready to start just sieging through everything, breaking down everything. I don't know where those are getting trained from actually. Probably here. No. Okay, they're all on this side. Oh, and another. The second Fimble Wintercoat's down. Remember, look at the village is 43, but I think the fishing ships are the ones getting all the economy. No, well, I guess the Pikshu are. These guys are. There's 40 gold, but you also have to remember they're getting themselves an extra. What is it? 0.8%. No. 20% 20% of food and wood. So you do the math. I can't. All right, it's 8. They're getting 8 food, 8 gold per trip. So he does have a huge amount of economy still coming through. Is sorry going to be dropping his town center back up over here. Where'd the Titan go? Did the Titan die? Surely not. Oh, there he is. So he's going to move back up here and try and break through this front position. Taking out the town center here and all the other good stuff. There's still all of these fire archers on this position as Soris just kind of says, oh, I'll just ignore you and try and get my town center back up. But the Pergola comes down and says, sorry, that is not going to be a thing. We'll just clean all the berserks just getting melted there by the fire archers as the town center gets denied. Oh, and creation to come down. The 35-minute creation comes down onto this position here. And Keto will be able to get himself over onto this position, grabbing this town center. Can move over here and grab this one as well afterwards. But he's also got resources right now, almost for a wonder. What is it? Is it 5,000? Hold on, let me just double check. I can't remember. Yeah, 5,000. Just needs a little bit more food for a wonder here. There's a raiding cavalry. Now swinging in champion raiding cavalry here. These are really good here now against those fire archers. With the Pagoda, man, it's so strong. Plus some Huskarl to come in. You have to also remember, still look at this. The armor on these archers is really, really low. And after all is said and done, it looks like this forward army is going to be getting somewhat cleaned up here, or will get cleaned up here. The terracotta riders to come through, but those not really going to be that effective here either. And Keto's force does end up falling, the population dropping drastically here as well. For both players, mind you. But a huge population advantage for Keto at this moment as he's now starting to drop ballets all over the place. He's got the machine workshop coming through. As the Titan comes in to try and take out the hill fort. Town center over here for Sorry going up. And Keto's town center. I mean, I don't know if there's really... Is this enough? I guess so. But there's just so many ballets going up from this creation. Oof, he's just got so many buildings that managed to come through. Going to be using the villagers here to just repair up for the time being. But those Huskarl coming in, those things hit very, very hard here. We'll see if we can actually hold on. As now we've got the halberdiers in. Does he have the upgrade for them? He's missing some upgrades for them. But those are going to be very strong as well if he gets that. But anyways, up onto the top side, all of that forward base getting cleaned up as now Keto is going to be able to start pushing into this town. However, if Sorry can actually finish off this Titan, it's only got 1300 HP left, there is a chance here that he could just build his own Titan out and then do pretty much back to Keto what Keto's been doing to him. As the town center over here falls, unit's going to be breaking through onto this position. Do see the ballet up, the hill fort over here getting cleaned up by a couple of heavy axe carts. Another hill fort coming down onto this position here as well. How many? There's 6. Oh. Is that a Titan? No, that's the Wonder. All right. Keto says, I've had enough of this nonsense. It's time for a Wonder. He's only got a handful of Quaofu on it at the moment. Well, it's going to take a while for this one to come through, but he says it's time for a Wonder. Where are the villagers at? He's got 61 villagers somewhere. Probably all on the front building here as this town center over here gets cleaned up. Like, seriously, where are the villagers? He's going to bring... Oh, there they are. They're probably all on this wood line. I'm going to be taking some of them over. No, that's not all of them. I'm confused. A couple of villagers over here as well. Anyways. Market now getting moved into the corner of the map. And that's going to be setting Keto's economy through the roof. Because he's going to be able to go from this corner over to this town center. Obviously, this is the town center that's the best for a trade route, but nonetheless, it's still going to be very, very nice. As all the units over here to clean this up. Looks like the settlement was going to go back over to Sorry's possession here. And we're going to get ourselves into a 4 versus 4 town center situation. it looks like. However, Keto looks like he's probably going to have a Wonder out. That being said, there's also potential for a Titan to come through for Sorry as well. But he needs to make this... These walls coming down. He's got to make this this trade route start and be very powerful very, very soon. And so we've also got the champion Lao Qian. I don't know. He's got all the dudes coming through. Wait, does he have the upgrade? No, he still doesn't have the upgrade. I want to see the upgrade. The upgrade. Am I going to make an Instagram account soon? Probably not. Probably not. I very rarely open Instagram, to be honest. Now we do have the Titan Gate pre-queued. We still got a little bit of favor to, or a little bit of HP, excuse me, to break through this one. There's all those spears coming through. Now some serious damage is actually coming in. Oh, the 40-minute reincarnation here from Keto. For those of you who don't understand what this technology effectively does, it's effectively a 20% decrease on unit cost. Because you just get the unit back, right? So you're getting a free unit every 5 deaths. So it's effectively what it is, but not simply. But like there's some like downsides to it. Obviously, losing units, you don't want to lose units. But anyways, the Titan down to 8,000 HP. You want to get this as soon as you possibly can, really, in a game. It's or before you take any fights. That's the optimal times before you lose any units. Anyways, another Fey Beasts to get dropped down onto this position, trying to take out those Huskal here. As a huge amount of heavy axe carts making their way through onto this position. There's Lucky Bam's Titan. Lucky Bam, Keto's Titan. Coming in. Did he end up getting the Titan Age? No. He decided against it. He needs all the resources he possibly can. He's got no fishing ship, so all of his fishing economy getting taken out here is... This is the problem. And he's down to 37 villages as well. An absolute nightmare as the Wonder continues. Is 5 minutes away. Not sure we're going to see it, unfortunately. Is it looking like Keto is able to break through? He's a huge frost down into this position, but in that moment, Sorry does decide, well, the game's over. Down to 38 villages. He tried so hard to play around this Titan with all of that craziness. But in the end, I think what he really needed to do was just get some solid heroes out and just be attacking it. Like when your opponent sends a Titan by itself out to take down a town center, the answer to that is just send a whole bunch of heroes over and just be chasing it around. Because if the army's not there, it's just value. But he went for all of this craziness and he almost made it work, to be honest. It was a lot of fun to watch. But he just couldn't quite get in there. An absolutely insane game. From beginning to end here. What a game on this map. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. Let's take a quick little look-see at the old resource count. Very close throughout the entirety of the game. Let's take a look at this one here as well. Military kill loss was in favor of Keto. He did have less population for the majority of the game, but he was building those fire archers mostly versus infantry, so it was working out well for him. But anyways, if you're on the YouTubes, also hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.